Well, there's one hanging right on the finger. Now you're only missing one. What does the red thing say? Giorgio, so that's number one. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find David's. Sorry. Thank you. David, is your?
I think that's Kirby's mic.
That's three. Okay, good, good. You're not going to introduce members of the band, right?
No, you are.
Okay.
I'm just going to introduce the group. All right, I think I do have a...
I wrote something.
No, actually, this one guitar should work.
Great.
Thank you. That's between the two large ones.
Abandon you, my dear.
What was that? No. These are handy.
I scored the four there for your guitar stand. By her foot.
Lean on me for admin? Where do you want it? I would prefer to do this.
Water for us, dude?
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you. Are we doing teach at the end?
Check, a little bit more. There you go. Check. We're good. Chris, check.
Check one. Very high. Hey. Check. Hello, everybody. Mic checks are really awkward.
So when you get near the end, I'll give you that. All right. That's $5 to get off.
$5 more.
This is $5 to get off on mine.
check, 1, 2. I'm singing in a church. I'm singing in a church. A glorious feeling. It could be much worse.
Who turned this thing on?
Oh, you know, people listen to that a couple hours now.
Oh, let's sing something.
It's a little bit of something.
You want us both together? You want to sing something? You want us both together? Sure.
We're singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you're only waiting for this moment to arise.
We're getting some hum from the monitor.
Yeah, I'm hearing a hum too.
We're getting a lot of hum from the monitor.
It's coming from my guitar.
Good.
No.
No?
No, it's
Oh, we have plenty of sound up here. This is like plenty for us probably. So.
You don't need the monitor?
Oh, it's not too bad.
No, this is fine.
It's probably coming from my guitar because I turned down the volume and it went away.
All right.
If it was there for 60, it's probably that's where it is.
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next performance. I'm Father James Reese. I'm one of the priests here, and it is my privilege to be with you all today. Just letting you know that these doors during the performance are not going to be used, but if you do need to use the restroom, we ask you to exit the church through the back so you don't interrupt the performance. Go around to the side, and there are 2 restrooms on the other side of this. Please also visit our silent auction in the Great Hall. We'd love to have you join us in there. There are plenty of still open spaces that all benefit directly to the Ukraine. So please stop by after this concert and join us again for the Queasels at 5:45. Nice to meet you all. Have a great day.
Good. Go for it.
all right. We're going to start with a song by Crosby, Stills and Nash. One of my favorites of their lesser hits. It's called Daylight Again. Marcus. I've been a member of Gathering Time for about 15 years. Next to me is Christine Sweeney, who's been with us for about 6 months. Thank you. So what's been going on is Hillary, who many of you know, retired from her day job at the post office, and they wanted to buy a house. Unfortunately, the house they bought was way up north of Albany. And her intent was to stay with the band, but she had a rule, no indoor gigs while COVID was still a thing due to health conditions on her and her husband's behalf. And COVID has continued to be a thing. And so we started working with Christine, and Hillary found that she really liked being retired. And Christine turned out to be really, really good. Better than we even realized, so I'm probably going to be seeing her more and more. This is a song I wrote called Songs of Hope and Freedom, and we hope you sing along with it. And, when I wrote this song, I was sort of reflecting back on times America's fought for freedom, but all of a sudden we just see it on our front doors. And I think salient line is, what some take for granted, to some is still a dream. The sung in every nation, the heard in every age, in the brashness of a preacher, the guidance of a sage, the hymnal of a Christian, the prayer book of a Jew, the Buddhist monk whose saffron robe lies bloodied in the dew. The chance to make life better, the chance to have a choice. The songs of hope and freedom are heard in every voice. Why don't you sing that with us? The songs of hope and freedom are heard in every voice. In villages and hamlets, unknown beyond their walls, when peaceful people hear a cry or heed a timeless call, the suffering of a stranger, or to stand up for their own, to challenge the battalions who stand behind the throne. When the burden and the bondsman knows time to take a stand, songs of hope and freedom are heard in every land. Everyone, songs of hope and freedom are heard in every land. It's songs like Go Down Moses and Light One Candle too, Amazing Grace and Jubilo and Glory Hallelujah. And if this land is your land, a land of liberty, and people suffer anywhere, no one is truly free. The music may sound foreign, you may not know the tongue, but still you know the meanings from the way that they are sung. Quiet halls and churches are confronting a regime. It's what some take for granted, to some is still a dream. In rituals and rallies, in hallowed hall and hill, songs of hope and freedom are never to be still. Once more, everyone sing that. The songs of hope and freedom are never to be still. We're going to do a song now by Reverend Gary Davis, who I learned just a few years ago is actually interred about a mile away from my house. This was a hit for Peter, Paul, and Mary. And And their cover of it was such a hit, it sold so much that the royalties enabled Reverend Gary Davis to buy a house for the first time in his life. He was in his 60s. This is a song about protesting injustice. When we sing, "If I had my way, I would tear this building down." Rest assured, we're not talking about this one. That would be counterproductive. A song about how people feel when they're pushed farther than they feel they should have to go. You read about Samson, read about his birth. He was the strongest man who ever lived on earth. One day old Samson was walking alone, looked down at his feet and saw an old jawbone, and he swung that jawbone, swung around his head. When he was finished, 10,000 was dead. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. Samson the lion got in time. Samson grabbed up on the lion's back. You read about this lion killing man with his paw. Samson grabbed hold of the lion's jaw, and he ripped that beast till it was dead. And the beast made honey in the lion's head. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down.
Delilah was a woman, she was fine and fair. She had lovely looks, God knows her cold black hair. Delilah climbed up on Samson's knee, said, "Tell me where your strength lies, if you please." He talked so right, talked so bad. Samson said, "Delilah, cut off my hair, shave my head, that's clean as your hand, and my strength will be just as a natural red. If I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way in this wicked world, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. Thank you.
Christine, by the way, wins the Road Warrior Prize for the weekend. On Friday, she was up being part of a band that was in the Emerging Artist Showcase at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival.
And on Thursday I was at Alive After 5, which is very scary, as you know.
where was
Patchogue.
that? Patchogue.
Yeah,
So
but it's
how's
like
Patchogue?
5,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And then, what
And
else?
then, well, Friday she was up at Falcon Ridge, she was up in Goshen, Connecticut. Yesterday she was at a folk festival in Delaware.
Delaware, the Ladybug Folk Festival, all women fronted bands.
Yeah, I was hurt that they didn't ask me to play, and then I realized, okay, there was a reason for that. That had nothing to do with my
You're
talent.
very beautiful,
Thank
Stu.
you.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
And then she drove back up here today, hitting all the traffic on 95 and the Staten Island Expressway and the Belt Parkway and the Southern State. So,
Good stuff.
so let's give a hand for Christine's stamina.
Physically, the fact that I'm still standing up. But I'm happy to be here. This is wonderful, and thank you all for coming to such a wonderful event. And it's very important what we're doing here. So without you, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you.
This is a song by Phil Oakes.
Show me a prison, show me a jail, show me a prisoner whose face has gone pale, and I'll show you a young man with so many reasons why. There but for fortune go you or I, you or I.
Show me a dream, show me a hobo who sleeps out in the rain, and I'll show you a young man with so many reasons why. There but for fortune go you or I, you or I. Show me the whiskey stains on the floor. Show me a drunkard as he stumbles out the door. And I'll show you a young man with so many reasons why. There but for fortune go you or I, you or I.
Show me a country where the bombs had to fall. Show me the ruins of buildings so tall. And I'll show you a young man with so many reasons why. There but for fortune go you or I, you or I.
Thank you. I'm going to do another one that I wrote. A few years ago when some hate groups were starting to come out from the holes that they've been kind of confined in, I took it upon myself to write the protest anthem for the current age. This is what I came up with. Any good protest anthem needs a refrain line that's easy to remember and kind of sums it all up well. What I came up with, I thought back on the times that America has stood on the side of good and righteousness. And what I came up with was, we've come too far to turn back now. And so I'll invite you all to sing along. When I get to the refrain lines, sing along with Chris, who's going to be echoing me on the lines. Won't turn back now, won't turn back now. We've come too far to turn back now. I'm glad that we're on the side of righteousness in this conflict. At the wilderness, General Grant, he cried at all the gallant men who died, as he cast his eyes at 1,000 graves, the great war to free the slaves. But he rose and made a vow, we've come too far to turn back now. Won't turn back now. Back now, we've come too far to turn back now. After the Ardennes, I hour paused, and all the sacrifice it caused. 90,000 men, and 500,000 more, to end a genocidal war. But his task was planning how we'd come too far to turn back now. Won't turn back now. Won't turn back now. Come too far to turn back now. In every age there's a fight for freedom and for right. As people rise to say, you can't take these away. Down in Birmingham and in Washington, and the places rights were slowly won. Martin Luther King, so many others came to see the dream of America fulfilled. And songs of hope faded down. We've come too far to turn back now. Everybody, won't turn back now. Won't turn back now. We've come too far to turn back now. Each time again we see that freedom isn't free. It must defend zealously human rights and liberty. Now we watch with dread, though we thought it dead. This thoughtless hatred rears its head. As the good book warns, in words so sage, each generation, every age, we must renew our sacred vow. We've come too far to turn back now. Won't turn back now. Won't turn back now. We've come too far to turn back now. Won't turn back now. Won't turn back now. We've come too far to turn back now. Thank you. Do we have time for two more? I think we had a slightly longer set because the one after this. We're going to do one that's a little bit more hopeful, but it's an important song also by our mentors in folk rock harmony, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And this one was written by Graham Nash. He was inspired to write it when he saw a photograph, a black and white, that would later appear in Life magazine. And this was at the height of the Vietnam War, 1969. The photograph was of a little boy, a toddler, in Central Park. And the little boy was holding a hand grenade, a dummy hand grenade, of course, as if he were about to throw it. And he started to think, well, what are the lessons and values that we impart to our children, sometimes without even thinking about it? Do we teach them what's important? Do we teach them what's worth standing and fighting for? Do we teach them what's worth protesting for? Do we teach them the rights that people need to have and what it means to care about people who are in trouble? Or do we teach them the value of violent video games or things like that? So y'all probably know this one. I hope you'll sing along. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, the fathers have this lonely go by. Your parents well, their children's hell would slowly go by and feed them on your dreams. The one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh. We've got time for one more here. Marty hasn't flashed the sign. We've got time for two more? One more. I can't see back there. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. One. All right. We're going to do a Hanukkah song in the middle of summer here. You've heard of Crazy Eddie's Christmas in July? This is gathering time. Oh, now he says two. Okay, well, we'll do this one first since I'm introducing it, and then we'll figure something out. This is a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. Another one. This one came some years after their heyday, but to me it was always a very touching song. It starts out being about the Hanukkah story, the Maccabees, Judah Maccabee and the fight against the Syrians, but he later expanded its meaning to be just about how precious freedom is and the lengths and sacrifices people have gone through to regain it and to win it back. This is called Light One Candle. This is also the first single Gathering Time ever released back in 2007. Light one candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. And light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering, pain we lived so long ago. Light one candle for all who believe in that anger not tear us apart. And light one candle to bind us together, peace as a song in our hearts. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory we valued so highly to keep it alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died? That is why I think I've died in vain. We have come this far, always believing that justice and somehow prevail. This is the burden, this is the promise, this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't so much. Okay, so we should do one more, is that what you're saying? All right, it was going to be a 6-song set, and we made it 7, she said, maybe 8. So.
Who said 8?
So this is a song, this is a song, well, we are in a church. This one definitely is a spiritual, even though it was a rock and roll hit. Dedicated to all the nations who have come to Ukraine's aid. Nothing to unite a fractious group of countries or politicians than a common threat to freedom. And it is because megalomaniac dictators never stop on their own accord. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain. We all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not sure, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for we won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if you have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill all of those needs that you won't let show. You just call on a brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on a brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem, and you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you bear that you can carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me, call me, call me, call me, call me, call me. Thank you very much. I'm Stuart Marcus. This is Christine Sweetie. Jeremy McKechnie sends his best. He had a gig tonight. Thank you all very much. Love you, Ukraine.
Yes.
Whoops. Where are you? Oh, you killed it. What a great audience you are. Wow. So we're going to have Patricia come up and say something here, and then we'll be taking a break while the Quasels come and get their act together on the stage and plug everything in. So hold on 1 second and we'll give you some information.
Hello and goodbye. This is we're waiting for the last act. How many of you are here for the Queasels? I thought so. We're all very sad. This is their farewell concert. And I'm a big fan. You know, I have to be the biggest fan of the Queasels, and you can arm wrestle me for that honor. But anyway, I want to thank, I have just a lot of thank yous I have to make. First and foremost, I have to thank St. John's Episcopal Church for offering their beautiful church as our venue. So could we please have a great applause for that? Did anybody go see Olga, the Ukrainian film, at Cinema Arts Center? One person. Good. Okay. Okay. Please go. It starts at 7 o'clock if you can. How did you like it? Excellent. Right. Somebody told me they cried all the way through it. You know. Yes. Yes. So please go see them. It also supports the Cinema Arts Center because, as you might know, they have been closed down for 2.5 years. But also, we want to thank the Cinema Arts Center. We want to thank every one of the performing artists that were here. Did you like them? They gave so much of their time and their talents and their treasures. So we would like, of course, we would like to thank all of you and all the volunteers that gave of their time and their treasures. Did you have a good time?
Merchandise.
So we, once again, want to remind you that Marketplace is going to close down very soon. Please support the Ukraine. Every penny that we earn here is going to go to World Central Kitchen or Direct Relief. So please, if you saw something, get it now. All right? So get some food. You don't want to take it home. Get some merchandise. And some of the artists...
We'll tell them when we come back in.
Oh, yeah, okay. We will tell you. If you will all go into the Marketplace, we will make an announcement when to come back in to see the Queasels. So have a wonderful time.
Okay. Good job, Marty. Take that over that. It's hard when you're up there in the face of an audience to remember all the things that you're doing and running around here. Everything should be plugged back into normal. You haven't eaten anything, you've been sitting there all day, right?
I had some at Count's birthday party.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting. You take one of these.
You want me to get you some Piyogis?
Oh, this is still on.
I'll get you some Piyogis. You want some?
Harvey, is that mic off now?
Yeah. Okay. You want some pierogies?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that'd be great.
What'll do the trick?
We don't need this.
Hi. Not too tight. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Good. Oh, we're missing.
You're saying goodbye to Huntington? Yeah, we sold the house and for the two sons. We have some out there. And then we'll see. Same union? Yeah. Anyway, looking forward to it. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay, this should be table. The tables for music stand. I just put a music stand down here. Okay, I don't know. There should be 2 more extra large. Number 3 and I don't know what people have been touching. 4 and 5. Let's just specify. Okay. This must be Jordan's guitar. I got 4 in my hand. Okay.
Okay, they're up here. Ah, okay, can you tickle that guy? Is that this one? Yeah, so this is 4, this is Eric, and this must be 5. Okay.
Richard, right? There's been a lot of chaos on the stage today. This is yours, thank you. By the way, can you plug your guitar into the end and then you plug that into the input on your amp. Turn it on, and just fiddle with the threshold. I put 3 batteries in the last night tested, it works great. Maybe Steven, feel free to adjust anything you want on it.
Richard, oh, thanks.
Sure. We haven't done any kind of sound check yet. Maybe about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. About 10 soon. Sure. Oh, right. Yeah, that'd be great.
Tim Smith, how you doing?
I know.
I'll let you settle in.
Yeah.
Gonna start now, right?
2 minutes. Maybe 3.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to get a closer look. Let's set up here.
How have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
Our daughter had a daughter, so we got a grandmother.
Congratulations.
How about you?
Good. Fantastic. Yeah, except for this. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's the last one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What can you do?
But it'll be a good one. You don't know until you know.
Yes.
Something special about 6 o'clock.
You have that
Right after the camera.
So it won't build the shine. Yeah. Only because I don't know how good this is going to work with me. Thank you. Can you turn all the mics off? Maybe the one, two. Are we getting monitored? We hear something? No. Let me get this media first. 1, 2, 1, 2. Better. Maybe a little more? Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. What do you think, Marty? How's the level? Testing Marty. 1, 2, 3. Marty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We should have. Too low, too high. Yeah, a little more, Steve. A little more. A little more. A little more. That's good. How's the audio? Your mics are okay? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay. I think we're good to go. What? What? What?
He's asking to hear you.
Speak me. All right, hi. Gainer Richard speaking. Hi. Can you hear me? Should be okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, talking, one, yeah. Yep.
Talking Candy Bar Blues.
by car. Everybody sing something, just a little piece of
Hello.
Okay, we're ready when you are. It's fine. Yeah. So, okay. So, just talk loud. No, here. Just don't breathe. Just kidding. Will. I feel like going, yeah, we're the Quasars. Anyway, so, Quasars. The Quasars who you're about to see are honored to be part of today's fundraiser. They've been entertaining audiences on Long Island for 15 years, and today is their farewell performance. Perfect timing. If you enjoy the music of the mid-1960s, then sit back and be prepared to sing along. It's my pleasure now to introduce the Quasars' farewell concert.
Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will swallow you. Lay your body down. Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will swallow you. Lay your body down.
Thank you so much Thanks for coming today to help support the people of Ukraine. Thanks for coming to our farewell performance. It's great to see you all out there.
Oh, I want to say a few words, folks. We've been together for 15 years, and I just want to personally say that it's been a privilege to play with these four guys for that 15 years. They are extraordinary musicians, but even more important, there are no ego trips in this group. We always get along, right, George? You know, except for some bickering, you know. Also, a shameless plug, there's a Northport Symphony Orchestra that's in this area, and they're looking for musicians. So, northportsymphony.org, and you'll get all the information you need. Okay, who's going to do that?
Shameless. Shameless.
All right, that's all I have to say. Okay.
set where I would usually introduce the guys. And I wasn't going to do it today because we're really, really short of time. But then I thought, this is my last opportunity to introduce them. And I didn't want to miss that. I figured by now, most of you know who we are, but I'm going to do it anyway. So,
No, we've got newbies, Harv.
we absolutely
Go.
okay. So, two people to the left of me is our Renaissance music man. He is the guy who creates all our harmonies and drills us on them until we get them right. And I can tell you from personal experience that he can hear a bad note at 500 paces. Personal experience. Our lead guitarist, keyboardist, Kweezel Schmeezel. Next to Schmeez is our rhythm guitarist and also our resident musical Wikipedia. If you have any trivial musical question that you need to ask him, please do. For instance, if you desperately need to know what the Kinks had for breakfast the morning of the day they recorded Tired of Waiting, just ask him after the show. Say hello to Eric Von Kweezel. Sitting in the back, wave to us, there he is the heartbeat of the group. Years ago, I was able to say that he was the only Kweezel that didn't have an AARP card, but that's no longer true.
Hey, Kweezel! You gotta love the discounts.
He is currently playing with a band called Live Vinyl, and you should definitely check them out. Diesel Kweezel.
Thank you.
On my right is one of the founding members of the group when Kweezels were formed and the papers were signed in 1954. He was there. He confided in me once that his real ambition as a singer was to be a backup singer like a Vandella or a Ronette. But unfortunately, he's had to settle for being the lead singer of a staggeringly popular rock group. Say hello to Q Giorgio. And I am your part-time wardrobe advisor, sound technician, business manager, and I also play electric bass, and I'm Harvickle J. Kweezel.
And that's the last time you'll hear any of those names, so just absorb it.
Actually, this song is all about what Harv just said.
Right.
Someone new.
Breaking my pick.
Beware of low flying pick.
Liza was breaking my pick.
You broke your pick?
I did.
Where are you gonna get it? You have another one?
I do. This time I do.
Yours too? That's pretty good. Did you break yours? I think it's flying.
We'll be right back.
Looked like a UFO.
Yes. Mine is intact. Yes.
Get my moves in place. To lead a better life, I need my love to be here. Making each day of the year, changing my life in the wave of a hand. Nobody can deny that there's something there. Running my hands through her hair, both of us thinking how good it can be. Someone is speaking, but she doesn't know he's there. I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. But to love her is to meet her everywhere, knowing that love is to share. Each one believing that love never dies, watching her eyes and hoping I'm always there. I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. But to love her is to meet her everywhere, knowing that love is to share. Each one believing that love never dies, watching their eyes and hoping I'm always there. I will be here and everywhere, here, there, and everywhere.
Thank you. Please.
Yeah, I had to make an adjustment.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Good. Try that again.
Really?
Okay, we'll do it again.
What was that?
Name that tune.
You ready?
Baby's good to me, you know, she's happy as can be, you know, she said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know, she tells me all the
This song started out as a little doo-wop thing in the Carolinas, and then it came up to New Jersey, and the Sweet Shirelles did it. And then, several years later, John Phillips got tired of writing songs, so he took it out of the piano bench and arranged it for the Mamas and Papas. We're going to start with the Shirelles, and any of you who have aspirations of being a Shirelle should start with us on this song, okay?
Okay, who's going to do that?
No, you don't have to raise your hand.
Yes, they do.
You don't have to call attention to
Always a
yourself.
teacher, always a teacher.
It's really okay. You know that tune, right? Let me see if I can. Sing with me, please. I need some help.
This is dedicated to the one I love. While I'm far away, I believe I know it's hard for me, I believe because it's hard for me, I believe. Darkest night is just before dawn. Each night before you go, my baby, pray for me, my baby. I'll take all the stars above. This is dedicated to the one I love. Could ever be exactly like we want to be? I couldn't satisfy knowing you love me. I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. Each night before you go, my baby, for a little prayer for me, my baby, yeah, turn all the
This is dedicated to the one I love.
exactly like we want to be. I want to be satisfied knowing you love me. There's nothing I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. While I'm far away from you, my baby, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, yeah, 'cause it's hard for me, my baby.
Darkest hour, just before
There's one thing I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. Each night before you go to bed, my baby, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, yeah, turn all the stars above.
this is dedicated to the one I love.
This is dedicated to the one I love.
Dedicated to the one I love.
This is dedicated to the one I
so much. We have time to do one more number.
What? What?
We're going to do it anyway. But before we do, there are some thanks that need to be said. A lot of them, actually. Thanks to Patricia for inviting us to participate in this event. Thanks so much to Alex and to Stephen for putting the sound together.
Stephen is over here.
And making us sound better than we really are.
No way.
Thanks to Father Duncan for letting us use his space. Thanks to all the volunteers, and there's a lot of them. It takes a lot to put something like this together.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one more.
Wait a minute, the volunteers.
I have to tell you that it's been 15 years of pure joy, and that's because we've got the greatest fans anybody could ask for. They follow us all over, starting at In the Window in 15 years ago, and into Last Licks, and then all over Nassau and Suffolk County. And we want to do something that we should have done a long time ago, and that is, we'd like to give you guys a standing ovation.
Oh, yeah.
You're the best.
And now in the pandering department, no, never mind. I had to. I told him I wouldn't heckle him, but you know.
Okay?
Yeah, more or less.
More or less.
Oh. No.
Yeah, you
One more
gotta
time.
Nobody
so well. Well, okay.
All right, all right.
All right, one more.
We may know one more.
I think we know one more. Just this once. That's right.
Just this one.
It's the last time.
Just this one.
It's the last time we did it. What? Yeah, we go right into it. Yeah.
We've invited the Tuvan throat singers.
We got a Mongolian throat singer. Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed the encore.
What was that?
Yeah, you know.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stopped into a church, St. John's. I passed along the way. Yeah, I got down on my knees and I pretend to pray. You know the preacher likes to call. He knows that I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I'm in for a walk on a winter's day. If I didn't tell her, I could leave today. California dreaming on such a winter's day. On such a winter's day. On such a winter's day.
What?
Wow, we got a lead. But
Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
round, round, get around.
I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around. Round, 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 I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. I'm keeping up, trying to put the diamonds stable. Trying to put
That's what he said. Get
get around, I get around, yeah, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, I get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, round, I get around, get around, round, I get around, get around, round, 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 I get
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.
Thank you. Get home safely.
Go in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, in Arizona.
We'll be there.
Yes. Thanks for coming, Tony. Thank you. It's nice playing one stage. Thank you. Sound good? Okay. No, I'm just okay. Out with the band. Out with the band. Yeah. I see that. Well, it could be, you never know.
Merchandise table?
They had a merch table, but it's already down.
Darn for them. They have their own.
No, they had, yeah, it wasn't there, but it's not there anymore.
Oh, they did have one?
They did have one, yeah.
I was in there.
It was all over the end on the right.
We got work to get here. We gotta get out of here.
It's fun. The reason I mentioned you before you actually came on was I wanted to keep the audience here. So I figured that might help. And then if I mention it again, it's like,
You mean in person?
well, it worked out. People get